minimum
Effort.
minimum
Effort.
minimum effort.
Minimum effort.
Yeah, so this video or this gameplay, we're doing shout outs for our continuous viewers who have kept up with us and watched us all through the thick and thin right off the bat. And already Sandy's just making noises.
Just got lodged in my throat.
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna say shout out to is it Yahweh lover?
Yoey.
Yeah, something like that. So that's to you. Sandy, who do you want?
You're not gonna do the numbers at the end? There's so many of them.
I don't know what the numbers are. I'm not gonna even try and attempt.
Two of my friends, I'm not gonna use their real names, Raven Puff and Aphelion who did the art for the channel. I should probably tag this back. I should dodge. Good artists.
Absolutely.
Who have drawn me stuff for free after I've paid them.
That was nice. Wait, are you saying that like you paid them and then they gave you art but it's like free?
It's a transaction, you know.
It's like, here's some money. Can I have something for free? Pretty sure that's not how that works at all.
I was like, I thought that joke a while ago, a few days ago, and I was like, yeah.
See, okay, so
Clever.
wasn't that?
No,
You
didn't get it.
Okay,
Oh.
so I'm curious on Raven Puff. Is that like are they like?
Where am I?
I don't know. I'm right there. So Raven Puff is like the two houses of Hogwarts.
It's half.
Ravenclaw?
I believe that is where her name did come from.
Yeah, Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw.
Mhm.
By the way, Hufflepuff represent.
Oh shit!
I'm definitely Hufflepuff. You're dying.
I'm debating whether I should die so I don't have to use healing items, or if I should just use healing items and continue fighting.
Commit seppuku.
Yes. Or I'll beat him.
Is that a thing in this game you can do?
No!
What kind of game is this? It's not realistic at all.
Is he bugged? Oh no, he's just stunned.
Or he's just like, that felt good.
That's quite...
That suckest thing. What? Oh no! He's got a thing you're sucking on.
Yeah. I'm dead. Oh no. But this time, I'll win.
What?
This time I'll win.
You say that, and then you're hyping yourself up.
Yes.
Wow, no, like continue or anything like that. It's just
Straight back to the menu. Straight back to the menu.
So yeah, I saw the new Spider-Man movie. I thought it was really good. Like, I think they did a really good job with Mysterio.
Sorry, I just entered like a little thing there.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, do I fill the void of this silence, or do I just let it happen?
I was just staring at the ceiling and my thoughts were like, yes, Mysterio, he's in the trailer. And then it was like, people who know Marvel would know whether he's a villain or a hero. And then my next thought was, I've been silent for way too long.
Just like, I'm looking over, I'm like, should I? No.
Is he dead?
Just like passed out. What? And it's Wes's show.
I did get only a few hours because I'm the kind of idiot who's like, yeah, I'll play video games until 6 in the morning.
I mean,
On a day, when I have to do something the next day. I want the experience, that's all I want.
I used to do that a lot when I was younger. And I got old. And now, like, staying up until 2:30 in the morning is like pushing it for me. And I work second shift, so it's not even like it's not even like the excuse of, well, he works a first shift job. Of course, he's not gonna be able to stay up that late. No, I work a second shift job, and I wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, Mysterio is a Spider-Man villain, though. That's why it was a little confusing when I first saw the trailers for it, and I was like, why are they portraying him as like a good guy? But
Turns out he's a Switch.
he likes to be a dominant person, and other times he likes to be a submissive bottom.
That's how you know, you're a superhero / supervillain. Why, if you got all this power, why you switch it? It's gonna hurt. Why switch it up when you can switch it up? I messed that sentence up.
No, look in my world.
Hope you understand.
Every day, that's what I'm like. By the way, it's ironic that we talked about Jake Gyllenhaal being a Switch since he is in Brokeback Mountain. There's a new ship.
What?
Because you got Jake Gyllenhaal plays Mysterio, and you had what's his name that played Joker. What's his name?
Which Joker? Like the new Joker that's coming out? Or
No. The one that was Heath Ledger. There we go. So you have Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio and Heath Ledger as Joker, and now you have Joker Mysterio shipping. Make it I would say make it a thing, but let's be honest here, it's probably already a thing.
Because I was watching, I watched The Dark Knight recently, and it's just kind of upsetting at the end because they're clearly building on, Heath Ledger being around, and then you look back on it with the knowledge you have now, and it's like, ooh,
see, I don't think that's the case, because I think that besides Scarecrow, like, I think that Christopher Nolan was like trying to avoid like having the same characters be like a constant like villain. I think he probably would have gone down the same route. He might have had like a different ending, or maybe you'd see him in the background when Bane breaks out Blackthorn prison. Is it Blackthorn?
I think he got all like the lower level people out of Blackthorn, but everyone else would have went to.
But Scarecrow came out, so
maybe they're just like, that prison that's very common and bad. Let's just not use that one.
Well, see, I think this is actually before Arkham Asylum. I think there. Well, no, wait, no, that doesn't make sense because
building like hundreds of years old. Not
yeah,
old,
yeah,
super old.
Yeah, it's definitely old. But I don't know. I think that it also has to do with the idea that like they didn't know how to treat villains for them. They're just like, throw them in prison, I guess. Not realizing that maybe you should do psychiatry, even though that doesn't really do any good either.
Well, I mean, the first psychiatrist they sent out, I don't think had a psychiatry degree. Looking at you, Harley.
She did have a degree. Joker just happens to be a little bit more crazy.
Sure.
Are those skeletons?
Yeah, skeletons of ancient warriors.
That sucks.
They built this into this castle.
Why?
By the way, that note was about a guy talking about. I didn't read it. It's up.
That's fine. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, and there's a lot of cutscenes, and I skip like all of them. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I'm just like, look, my job is to go around killing things. Don't. If I wanted to read a book, I'd read a book. I don't need this stuff. He looks fancy.
Who do you think you are talking to? I haven't seen one as foolish as you since that Nobunaga.
Nobunaga.
Who's Nobunaga?
The guy I killed with an arrow through the throat.
I should pay attention more often.
He then made a pact with the demons and pledged his eternal loyalty to serve us forever as our slaves.
Does he have eyelids?
Yes.
It is indeed true.
They're closing. They animated that. It's actually another thing that kind of impressive, actually.
Yeah.
Reynaldo. Reynaldo.
Yeah. No, definitely looks like a Reynaldo.
No, I just mean like, out of all the names, that doesn't. It's like the least Japanese name. Like, go Ray Romano.
To be fair, just because we're in a Japanese setting doesn't necessarily mean the demons are Japanese.
They're Oni. I mean, yes.
Yeah, Oni in name.
Just keep like stabbing him so he doesn't spawn more. Don't do this.
Do it.
Oh, that hurts a lot.
Oh yeah. We should eventually play Ninja Gaiden to really show like
No,
how
fuck
hard
you.
We should really play Ninja Gaiden. How about this?
I'm gonna have to buy 4 more controllers.
I'll play Ninja Gaiden one day.
Okay. Because I have it.
I know you do. That's why I had mentioned it. I was like, because you're gonna sit here talking about how hard that hit. Ninja Gaiden is mean. Ooh, pink sword.
This is the fire one. This allows me to go to more doors. And now I have to start switching between weapons. I don't like that part of this game.
I'm sorry. Like you said that as if like that was a normal thing. Like, oh yeah, that's a fire sword that allows me to go through more doors.
It's the veteran.
No, keys do that. Fire swords are just cool.
That's that trope I love, where it's like you go into like a VR world, and it's the new guy, obviously the everyman.
Yeah.
And he meets his veteran player, and he's like, "Oh, you got to put the squiggle in the biggle. If you don't do that, you can't get to the balconies up there where you can get the fire on the sill." It's like, well, sorry, I didn't understand the thing you just said.
Makes no sense to me. That's why I
need to kill you.
That's what I don't understand about like some of these games. It's like it automatically knows. Like I said, I think we mentioned this before during the Cold Fear gameplay about like the idea that like you'd hate a game like that where you had to play through the first time and you could not realize what any of it does until the second time around.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes more sense.
There's ways to blend it, and that's where you just hide clues about. Not for items, I mean like for plot wise.
You mean like the diary pages that have to be everywhere?
No. I think my first thought was like Silent Hill, because it doesn't explain like that heavy point. I don't like this. Oh no, that's mine. Screw you. The heavy points of the plot. Silent Hill 2, like the monsters are based on what's his name? James?
Oh yeah.
James's past.
Yeah.
Which every game after that, or I should say the movies after that, and when people make fan stuff, they fail to realize that part.
Exactly.
But it doesn't exactly. I'm kidding. I wanted it. I want the.
That's the reason like that kind of annoyed me, the whole Pyramid Head being in the first movies, because it's like I get it, you're doing it for fan service, but Pyramid Head was based off of the second game's character for a reason. It's not like Silent Hill's creatures and plot and stuff like that were specific to the people itself. Silent Hill, that's the reason why it's a psychological horror game. It's because it's psychologically messing with the character himself. It's just to throw monsters in there because they looked cool, it doesn't make sense. But that's also the reason why I also like the Silent Hill movies, because I get it besides that one plot point that kind of sticks out. The person that made the movie like really was a fan of Silent Hill, and I could see it, and like a lot of it was really good, really well made for a video game movie.
I think out of all the video game movies, that's still one of the better ones.
Yeah, and then they ruined it by the second movie because you can't have that. You cannot have a good you cannot have a good video game movie without having that one that sticks out as really bad. You're gonna level up your raisin?
My raisin? Is that what I just? I don't want to save. I should save, but I don't want to.
Yeah, the thing called raisin.
That's the lightning sword, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
exactly. I just like the sound of raisin.
I upgraded my lightning power to max. Now I'm gonna work on the fire.
Sure, fire started.
This sword attacks slower, but it deals more damage. Please stop hitting me.
By the way, I wanted to make a point, like earlier, where you're fighting things that are floating above you and you're swinging horizontally. It's like I just wanted to be like, oh, there's our cool ass hero that like shot an arrow through the warlord's throat, and he's struggling to hit things that are flying above him.
You have that difficulty when you have a sword. Later, though, I do get a bow and arrow, and I think you get a pistol or like a rifle.
But I'm just saying, is like you'd think that like he'd do more vertical attacks.
Yeah, I get you there. Oh, the man's gone. He's probably dead.
Aw, he had a family.
Did he?
I don't know.
Hello, sir. Please.
This is cool. Oof.
That's a D12 damage.
You know what? This is the Dark Souls of video games.
Oh, he was blocking, but I was already in the combo.
Oof.
Hey, man. Listen.
By the way, not many people are gonna catch that D&D reference you made there.
I don't know. Maybe. I bet my normal sword could do it, which doesn't even have an icon.
Nope. It doesn't deserve one.
Shit.
Oh. Oh, that was...
Right across the back.
Yeah.
I think I saved.
Died. Yeah, I was about to say. You want to try and finish him off next episode?
Yeah, sure.
All
We
right.
finish off a normal enemy.
Look,
if it's too hard for you.
I can't help it that you suck. All right, see you guys next episode.